Yeah, TOP.
My name is John Ogbodo. Yes, I work as Assistant Director of Pharmacy for National Industrial Court, currently in the Ikoyi Division, Lagos here. I was transferred here last year. And when I moved to this place, I decided to get a school that is close by so that we could have our daughter enrolled and where we can quickly maybe supervise our activities, and if there are any cases, we could just reach out to them very urgently. So that was when they referred us to the Smiley Kids Montessori School, and we enrolled her September last year for the preschool. And I was in Abuja for a program when my wife called me and told me that she was called from the school. That was around 5 p.m. on Wednesday, 15th of January 2025, that she was called that our daughter drowned in the swimming pool of the school. So because I was shocked because, I never enrolled my daughter for any swimming classes. And though I quickly packed my things, took the last flight and got to Lagos. So when I got to Lagos, I came straight from the airport and I called to know where they were then, and they told me that they were at the Obongo police station here in Shangotedu. So we drove straight to that place and I saw the lifeless body of my daughter. So I inquired what happened, and the proprietor of the school approached me and told me that the teacher of the school, of her class, locked her in a class, and somehow they didn't know how she found herself in the swimming pool. So I was shocked. So on further consultations with police officers handling the case, the IPO and other people, some of the people there, they started telling us that some of the staff of the school, one of the staff, the one that was heading the nursery section, told us that she was she pulled as a baby. She was 2 years, 3 months.
Okay, but you'll be looking at me.
Okay, you got tired. Okay. But did you pause it? Okay. So she told us that she was that she pulled, and then she took her to her classroom teacher. The classroom teacher now cleansed her up and gave her to a third person, who is the nanny, that the nanny should go and wash her up. So when the nanny went to wash her, the nanny now said that she was returning her back to the class, and that my daughter now walked ahead of her, entered the class, opened the class, entered and locked the door behind her. And then she didn't bother to follow her to properly hand her over to the classroom teacher where my daughter was. So now the classroom teacher now said that when she handed my daughter over to the nanny to go and clean her up, my daughter did not come back to her. She never saw my daughter since that time, until when she heard that she drowned. So they are telling me, I don't know what's happening between when they took my daughter to wash and when they claimed to come back. These are some of the things they are not telling me the truth. I want them to tell me the truth, what killed my daughter, so that we can have some form of closure as parents. Because we prayed for some years before we got her. She was everything to us. She was a very happy, beautiful, and intelligent girl. Maybe I'll give you some video clips of her. She was very happy child. So now, I don't know what they are saying. I just wanted to come up to tell me exactly what killed my daughter, because I want to doubt if it was actually drowning. I went to the school and I saw the swimming pool. And the depth of that swimming pool is not deep enough to actually drown my daughter. That's what I'm saying to you today. The police, all of them, they have all the video coverage of the swimming pool.
Okay, when you saw your daughter, at least you can identify a child who drowned.
Yes.
Depending on how long they claim she was in the water.
Yes.
How did your daughter look?
When I saw my daughter, she was looking normal. In fact, it's like she was sleeping. There was no sign of that she drowned when I saw her. Though when my wife went to the hospital, when she was called before I came into Lagos, she said she saw some water coming out of her mouth. Because my wife is a physician, she's a medical doctor who is highly trained in CPR. The problem there was my daughter drowned around, according to what they said around 3 o'clock, because they were just estimating time, because I knew it should be earlier. Instead of calling my wife or myself immediately, the place where we live here, this is our house, to the school is about maybe 2 minutes drive. I think you came from that side. So she could have driven there and attended to my daughter and resuscitated her. But they never called her till like how many hours before they called my wife. That time they had tried their best, and when they saw that she had passed on, they now moved her to the hospital, one hospital opposite our area here. And the doctor there confided my wife that she was brought in dead. They took her to 2 more hospitals thinking they could resuscitate her, until they discovered that she had permanently got the system, her system had shut down and all of that. So the question I'm asking, why did they not call my wife immediately when they said my daughter drowned? And I still think that she drowned, because we are having some kind of report for some parents of the school that came here, that there were some of them that saw them pouring water on her. Some people say they saw pouring water. Someone that drowned, you pour water on her? That's why we're also looking at, is it possible that they drown her by force? Because for whatever reasons, or that she was hit in one way that made her to pass for electrocution, we don't even know. That is why we are insisting that we need a CCTV footage of the school. When we came to school, they said they will have CCTV that monitors children. So I am telling the police, let them enforce the presentation of that CCTV. If the police cannot do it, I have forensic experts who are good at CCTV. They will get the footage out. And if it is being tampered with within this period, then they will answer for it. That is it.
Have you met with Lagos State government? Because they've shut the school.
Yes.
Have they reached out to you?
They have reached out to us, yes. The Minister of Education came here with some other agencies of the government. They came here and they condoled with us. And though I was not around, my wife was around, they met her and they condoled with her. And I'm saying that the best the Lagos State government can do for me and for my family is to ensure that we get to know exactly what happened, and then let my daughter get justice. Everything to achieve that, we will ensure.
She's just 2-year-old. I saw when somebody was trying to put something inside the pool to show if a child had entered, footsteps and all.
And other things.
Did you see any of
There was nothing like that. We use a stick, because I know my daughter's height. We use a stick to measure the height of the water. That water, if my daughter should be massive, even in that water, maybe if she entered inside that water, it would be on her chest. The probable place that she could enter the water, if you calculate, because there's an entrance. And then my wife, I don't know, whatever reason that will make my wife to even want to. She was a very careful child. She was a 2-year-old that had a kind of brain development of like a 6-7-year-old girl. You're a very intelligent girl. She would never, since we gave back to her, she had never gotten herself involved in any risky adventure that could even harm her. If you see her skin up to today, you can go, she's in a mortuary. There has not been scratch on her skin. You know that this is a very careful child. There was nothing that would have made my daughter to jump inside that pool. She would not do that. I'm telling you, I'm the father. She would never do that. But the whole concocted story, okay, the swimming pool is fenced and has a gate that is under lock and key. What happened on that day? Why did the place open? They say they don't know who opened the gate. Why did the gate open? The proprietor of the school, when we were with the commissioner of police asked, what about the CCTV camera? Commissioner of Police was the first person we met when we left the Ogbodo police station. So he asked the man, what about the CCTV footage? He now said that the other section, the classrooms and other sections are working, but the section of the swimming pool and the playground, that one, that is faulty. What do you mean by that? Faulty how? Because you are claiming that my daughter drowned, automatically the CCTV camera covering that area is now faulty. I have contacted some forensic experts in ICT. They said they'll be able to tell exactly what really happened. If they tamper with it, if it was functional, every information we need. I will assist the police. Yes, I'll use every of my resources to assist the police to ensure that we get to the root of the matter.
Okay, and schools used to have security guards. Were there no guards on duty?
There was none. They said they had somebody that came to watch the swimming pool that day. That used to come on Thursdays and Fridays to clean the swimming pool. But that swimming pool I saw, I don't think it has been used for months. And then the man now said that he came and saw the gate open, that he wasn't the one that opened the gate. But that when he came to the swimming pool, he now went to the pumping room where they pump water, to pump water into the pool. It was when he came out from there, which I believe he didn't pump any water. But for some reason, he came out of the pumping room and saw my daughter drown in the water. That's what he said. And then he quickly ran, brought her out, and then called upon the teachers to come and see what has happened. And the teachers came, and they were trying to perform CPR on my girl. They were not CPR experts. According to all what they told us, no medical person was on ground. A school that has those number of children, no medical person, no sick bay. And then when we came, they told us that they have a sick bay and they have some nurses that attend to kids in terms of emergency or in cases of emergency. But there was nobody like that to attend to my daughter. I even heard that there were 3 parents that came that day. One of them is a medical doctor, a female, that she called for, that she wanted to help. But they told her that no problem, that is something that they are already controlling, that they are handling. That they saw them carry my daughter, bringing her to one of the halls, but they told her that they didn't need her service, that they could handle it. And that was why my daughter passed.
Now, are you optimistic that the police will do a thorough job?
Yeah, there are some things that I'm beginning to notice, but I want to believe in the police. I want to believe in the police that they will do a thorough job. Because the last time I was the Deputy Commissioner of Police yesterday, the prior time we were informed that the nanny was a 16-year-old girl. So I don't know who employs a 16-year-old girl as a nanny. 16-year-old that could not take care of herself yet was employed to take care of my daughter. Okay, that's number one. Secondly, we were informed also that the school is not even registered to practice. Yes, they said in the presence of the Commissioner of Police. He was there. The school was not licensed. So when the commissioner asked why, the man said it was at the last stage of registration. A school that has been there, according to when I asked the people around there, the school has been there for over 10 years. And they're still at the last stage of registration, which means that they were not even supposed to even admit any student at all. That was actually, it was a shock to me. So I want to believe that the police will do their job. Yes, I want to believe that the police will do their job. I don't want to take words from their mouth, but I'm optimistic. You understand that they will do their job. And having been someone who has worked with the judiciary system for a long time, I believe in the judiciary. And I believe that my daughter will get justice.